Carl, Sophie, ladies and gentlemen, would you please give a very warm welcome to the father of the bride, Phil.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, of course. Now, I don't know if you all know me yet, but I'm Phil. I'm the very proud father of this beautiful bride. And firstly, I'd just like to welcome you all to Inglewood, beautiful place, and to thank you most sincerely for actually joining us today to celebrate the marriage of Carl and Sophie. Now, thank you. Right. I'll sit down, yeah. I'd also like to thank Martin and Stephen and Malcolm and all the staff at Inglewood and everybody that's been involved over the last 2 years in making this what we hope will be a memorable and magical occasion. Yeah. We hope so. Okay, so I'd also like to remember all those people that can't be here that would dearly have loved to have been and sadly have passed away since. Sophie and Carl have put together a table at the back of the room there, and if you'd like to have a look at that later, just to remember those people. Now, back to the matter in hand. Some of the good things about delivering the father of the bride's speech is one, it's usually short. Yeah, later. 2, nobody expects me to be funny. And 3, by the time all the other speeches are done, no one will remember anything I said. So that's good. The purpose of the father of the bride's speech is to officially welcome the bridegroom into the family. Now, we've known Carl for a few years now, and it's clear that he loves Sophie very, very much. And we are delighted to welcome into our small but exclusive fold. Where are the Wilkinsons? Hands up. There's a corner there somewhere. Yeah. From here on in, you'll be charting new waters and creating your own journey through life. Enjoy it. It's also an opportunity to maybe put forth a few anecdotes that might help Carl in understanding some of the history of Sophie's past. Now, I did promise not to embarrass Sophie. And that's a promise I intend to keep, at least until I've had a few more beers. Suffice it to say, we have fond memories of Sophie growing up over the years. The box of baby teeth that every parent keeps, because let's face it, we pay good money for them. The drawer full of dusty old school photos, which come out every now and then and still manages to raise a smile. And the furniture that she made for the fairies that lived in our front garden when she was 8. And of course, not forgetting Mr. Harry Potter and the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry that formed a huge part. Now, it's funny, people I think are basically romantics. And when I mentioned to people that my daughter was getting married and I was coming over for the occasion, they said, how did they meet? And it's funny how people like to know that, isn't it? So those of you that don't know, I thought I'd just share their story with you. You don't mind? No, okay. It was a warm, sunny day at Anfield. Carl was playing for Liverpool back then. Just had a glorious first half, scoring his hat-trick in the number 11 shirt. Mo Salah couldn't get a match, he was on the bench. And Sophie was duetting with our Scylla, the half-time rendition of Walk On, when their holographic eyes met across a crowded PlayStation 4. And the rest, as they say, is history. Well, that's how I heard it anyway. I think that's enough from me. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day and the meal. I'm certainly intending to. And all that remains is to wish the both of you every happiness and success for the future. So, thank you. I haven't finished yet. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to raise your glasses and drink a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Morgan, to Carl and Sophie. Love you both.
Thank you very much, Phil.
Sophie, ladies and gentlemen, your bridegroom, Carl.
We're all hungry, so I'll keep this brief. First of all, I want to say, Phil, thank you so much for providing this lovely day. It's beyond anything we could have dreamed of. Thank you so much for that, and thank you so much for giving me Sophie, because we'll get on to her momentarily. Where's Di? Oh, they're right in front of me. Di. Once again, thank you so much for giving me Sophie. She means the world to me, and now you're part of the family, and you'll get to know that very soon. To everyone who's come today, thank you so much, because you've all come from far and wide just to be here for mine and Sophie's wedding, and we can't appreciate that enough. So thank you all. And Sophie, what can I say? I never thought I'd have this day. I never thought I'd end up with somebody who I wanted to spend the rest of my life with, and I don't really think I'll ever find words to do it justice, so I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to show you every day of the rest of our lives how much you mean to me. I love you, Sophie.
Would you please welcome best man, Adam.
Wow, what a speech by Carl. Short and sweet. Fair play for not writing that down. If that was me up here with no words in front of me, I would end up singing James by Sit Down. No, Sit Down by James. It's gone. For those who don't know me, my name's Adam, and today I have the honour of being Carl's best man. Yay! Thank you. I'm very nervous about today, but last night in the pub, Carl did pull me aside and did say, "Listen, Ad, if you did a good job today, I'm your best man for your next wedding." In all seriousness, I want to congratulate the new Mr. and Mr. Morgan, Sophie. You look absolutely gorgeous today. I first met Carl in Woodchurch, where me, Dave and I formed an instant bond that still holds today. We're all in the same form, but Carl somehow had this incredible power. We never ever got in trouble. Even when me, Dave and Carl will always be pissing about in school, it'll always be me and Dave who got in trouble. Carl always got away scot-free. Yeah. I have some very fond memories of Carl in school, including the day we bunked off on the last day of term. It was a Christmas one, and it was just a fun day, so nothing serious. So we went over to Carl's dad's and watched One Summer, a series that we still talk about today. We ended up going back into school for the afternoon. We found out that Steve Tomlinson had grassed on us. So we had to run back to cars before the teachers grabbed us. Carl has always loved football, and especially Liverpool. We have spent many memories together in the Swan, some big wins. Aside from watching football, we also played together. Sorry. For many years. From an early age, it was obvious that Carl was a natural goal scorer. I only knew what the offside rule was. Some of them might have counted. But he doesn't play with us no more, because apparently he has a glass knee. He won't even get through 90 minutes anymore without his knee just giving up. Joking aside, Carl, it'd be nice to see you playing one day for us again. Hopefully next year. Maybe one game. Just one.
We'll see.
As well, Liverpool, we have similar taste in music as well. I've been to many gigs together, from seeing the Patelis in Manchester to the Killers in London. We shared many great memories, such as the time when we queued for the Patelis in Manchester, and that tramp come up to you and started kicking off on you for no apparent reason. You must have just one of them faces, mate. Organising Carl's stag do was a task in itself. It took us ages to decide where we were going to go, weeks and weeks looking through all deals and that. In the end, we decided on Bilbao in Spain. We can't really remember much of it, and probably don't talk about much of it. But we did manage to get to see Atletico Bilbao play Valencia. Only 4 of us got into that day, and we didn't have a seat together, did we?
No.
So we all just stood on the concourse and watched it together. Let's be honest, it was a terrible game, wasn't it?
It was.
We finished 1-0 to the other team, but the atmosphere was fantastic, and there's something Carl really wants to do, so I'm happy we did that for him. We had a fantastic time over there, and everyone who went had a brilliant weekend. I'd like to thank everyone who come for making that weekend such a good time for Carl, because I know we loved it. Carl has really been there for me over the past few years, after I've lost my mum. He was incredible, to be honest, a truly true friend, and I can't thank you enough for that. The traits you showed that during this time show what a kind, lovely, honest person you are. And you are a true friend. And I know you'll make an absolutely brilliant husband to Sophie. I do have to say though, Carl, how lucky you are as well. You're leaving here today with a wife who is warm, loving and caring. Sophie, you're lucky too. You got a fantastic dress and a beautiful bouquet of flowers. Sophie is a lovely woman who has welcomed me into her life with open arms and always treated me as a friend. The love that Carl and Sophie share and seen in many aspects of their life together, especially last year when you purchased your house together. I remember helping you move in and how happy you were together. Something really special. Carl has been a brilliant friend to me over these years, and it's a true honour to be his best man. We've had some incredible times together, and I know you'll continue to do so. When Carl called me from Greece, asking Sophie to marry him, I was made up. I wish all the love in the world, I have no doubt in saying this, that Carl will be a wonderful husband and a brilliant son-in-law as well. Finally, Carl and Sophie, I'd like to finish with wishing you both happiness ever. I'd like to all just stand up. Yeah.
Yeah, include you on your feet.
And raise a glass to new Mr. and Mrs. Morgan, Carl and Sophie,